Hello.
Welcome back.
Brian just told me off, so I'm in a bad mood now. And he did that thing, and Beth thinks it was cute, but you know when somebody says, I'm sorry you feel that way?
He just scowled at Georgie. This is why we need a camera on Brian. Anyway, it's all about the invites.
Yes.
When to send them, what to include, what they look like.
Everything.
Let's
just go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and welcome
The Unfiltered Bride Podcast. Tips from the top table and beyond.
so you know it's going to be juicy. Very excited to announce our new sponsor for this month is Holly Robinson Jewellery.
You may have heard us mention Holly before, as she designed and created my gorgeous ring stack and even worked with Brian to get me the perfect engagement ring, so I am forever indebted to her.
Holly burst onto the wedding scene in 2018 after working for high street jewellers. She offers a no-nonsense, creative and refreshing approach to wedding jewellery.
From engagement and wedding rings to eternity rings and special gifts, Holly is the trained gemologist and jewellery designer behind the business with decades of experience. She's able to bring your jewellery dreams to life.
Teaming an understanding of current trends with old school traditions, factoring in your lifestyle, preferences and inspiration, Going Bespoke never looked or felt so good.
Holly can be visited at her offices in Cirencester or has the option for home visits. She travels across the UK and abroad to work with her clients.
I highly recommend getting in touch with Holly, whether it's a wedding band to fit that unique engagement ring or those perfect earrings for your big day. Holly has you covered.
We've popped all of her information in the description below, so go and check her out.
Invites. Did you enjoy your invite process?
Yes.
Yeah, because you I think it's like
we did ours a little bit differently.
The first official thing that you send to guests, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's again a lot of pressure in that.
Okay.
Because it's like this is the first thing you're saying to people. This is the first little sprinkle of stuff.
And do you know what? What I would say straight off the back.
Go on.
The design element, be actually quite genuinely careful with it, because what you think you want at the start may change.
Especially save the dates.
And people get really stressed about that. They're like, oh my God, my save the date's got this on. I'm like, no one remembers.
Nobody cares.
No one remembers.
Cares. My first top tip for it would be to have an engagement shoot. Because you need those photos. And not many people have good quality photos. So I highly recommend investing in an engagement shoot.
But what if you don't want to put photos on your save your dates and things?
But you might want them on the website. Right. Listen, I'm looking at the camera. Brian, put this clip on TikTok. Everybody should have a wedding website. If you send out physical invites, if you send save the dates, if you send e-invites, having a wedding website is just a no-brainer. It's free. It's very, very easy to make. And if people don't look at it, cool. But if they do, you can put all the frequently asked questions. There's loads of stuff you can put on it. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't fit in an invite.
Yeah, agree.
How do you feel about those, the invites that have got inserts that have got all the information on?
I like them, but not for save the dates.
Yeah.
I like them.
What do you need as a save the date?
Date?
Literally date.
Date and venue, name.
Venue?
No, actually, no.
Because some people look at the venue and then they're like, oh
yeah, no.
Location? Area? Worcestershire, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe not venue, don't want to reveal all.
Yeah. I didn't want to send out invitations because I'm not really that into it. I didn't want to pay for them. I don't actually know what invitations cost these days. Mm-hmm. Depends again, people always say, how much is this? It depends what you do. It depends if you have bespoke flowers drawn on it, or if you have an Etsy
digital download.
Yeah. Or one that is
template.
Yeah, that you just have it and then you just change your names on it, which is fine. So I think you need to think about how important physical invitations are to you. I definitely wanted something to go out so that people would have something for me.
No, I think you've skipped save the dates.
Okay.
You've gone past them.
No, because you have to decide early on if you're doing save the dates and invites, just save the dates or just invites.
I think you have to do save the dates.
No, you don't.
Depending on how far out you are.
Why do you have to do a save the date?
Because you don't want to send your invites too soon because you don't have all of that information sometimes yet, menus or.
Mm-hmm. But then do you have
to the wedding planner.
No. But do you have to say So the issue is if you don't have save the dates, when are you sending out the invites?
I don't think it's good to send invites out too soon beforehand.
I agree. But then also a save the dates, then nobody's actually going to reply. Nobody replies to a save the date. Save the date is purely for them to put it on their radar. So yeah. I do think a save the date is good if you're getting married on a Saturday in summer.
Yeah.
That is a non-negotiable.
Or even a midweek, book time off work.
Yeah, okay, yeah. When would you send to save the date then?
As soon as I know the date, basically.
What, 2 years ahead?
Yeah, year out.
Which one? They're different.
Year out.
When would you send invites then?
6 months.
So within 6 months, you're sending out save the date and an invite.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because I think 6 months before you like sign, seal, delivered.
I don't think you know your menu by 6 months before.
I think you would.
Nope.
Really?
October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Maybe.
Because they usually do
Depends
like
when they do it.
Usually use a January tasting for an August wedding.
Yeah. This is the problem, because we obviously talk about this a lot with couples, but it just depends on so many different things.
Yeah, agree.
Because if you're not doing, so we weren't doing a menu choice.
Yeah.
So we sent out save the dates. It had a picture of us on the front.
When did you send them out?
I reckon
it was
quite
winter time.
Yeah, I think it was January or February of the year, and we were getting married in December.
Yeah.
So it was a good year out. So it was a save the date. It had a picture of us from our engagement shoot, and then it had a little, what's the like vellum, like the see-through paper.
Yeah. And it had a corner thing, which was gold.
Which I then put a black tassel on.
Yeah, it was like an eyelet, and then you had a little black tassel.
Yeah, I tied those tassels on myself.
Yeah, I know you did.
Because I didn't want to pay for them.
So, hear me out on this one then. So, save the dates.
Wait. No, I'm not finished yet.
Oh.
On the back of the save the dates, we then had a link to our website.
Yeah, which I didn't go on.
Why?
I was just like, save the date, cool.
It said on the back, RSVP here.
Oh, no, I think I did it straight away, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah.
You would have heard from me otherwise.
Yeah.
But
that's not a save the date then.
I made my own thing. It was an invite, save the date.
To get a good gist on numbers.
Yeah, it was the invite. It was actually the invite.
Oh, okay, cool. Save the dates. One per household.
Yes.
Or one per person.
One per household.
You just put the names on.
So we didn't put any names on. But it's only because we were lucky with who we were sending them to that it was everybody in the household.
Risky though.
Yeah, but we didn't have anyone that could have. That's a lie. I'm lying. Because what I put on the envelope was the names of the people. But if you're making it super duper duper clear.
When you RSVP, you have like a name and then a name, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what you had actually.
You had to put in your names and blah, blah.
You had, we put our names in.
And then you...
Yeah. I feel like
I'm pretty sure I RSVP'd for you, Beth.
No, you had something that had like both our names on.
The envelope.
No, and then when we click through like to the QR code or something or put our name in or something, it gave me the option of me and Jack.
I think you must have
you must have paired us somehow.
I think it's because I started the RSVP for you.
Maybe.
But we did put on the front of the envelope for X and X, and then this is again why I say a website is so important. Then on the website it said the frequently asked questions, are children invited? And I put on there only bridal party and family children are invited, have a night off. And I also like, the other thing for me is our wedding wasn't very big, so I spoke to all these people and I was like, your kids aren't coming.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
Let's go on to wedding website in a minute then. So for a save the date, all you want to know is the date and the location.
Yep.
What about for an invite then? Do you want accommodation? Do you want postcode? Do you want dress code? What do you actually want?
Dress code.
Yeah.
Timings.
Yeah. Timings?
Yeah.
As in all of them or just ceremony?
What time we need to be there. And my top tip.
There we go. Go on.
If the ceremony's at 1.
Yeah, there we go.
Tell your guests to be there at least like 12:30.
Yeah. Arrival, like something like arrival 12:30. And if you know your guests and you know that they're morons,
put an hour for.
Put ceremony at 12:30.
Yeah.
And then the ceremony starts at 1.
Yep. Love that.
Yeah, me too.
Always lie.
Yeah. For
People
sure.
are always late.
For sure, always.
So venue, dress code, accommodation, taxi numbers.
Food. Sometimes people
gifts.
have gifts, song requests. See, to me, personally, that's too much information for an invite.
Yeah, but I think if you present it well, it's good.
Yeah, go to the website.
Yeah.
I love a wedding website because it's really easy to then get all the information. So I also had 2 separate websites
Day and evening.
And 2 separate save the dates that then took you to different, because I didn't want the evening guests to see all the daytime stuff.
How many evening guests did you have?
We had another 30 come, but I think we invited another like 40, 50.
I think that's really key as well. You don't want the evening guests to see all the fun stuff in the day.
Yeah, I actually think it's a bit mean. Yeah, sorry, lol, see you at half 7. We also had like the transport, and we talk about the bloody transport episode, but like we had to put information about that. So the wedding website is far easier to read. And then we also did links to the accommodation so they could literally click on it and book.
Yeah, I do both because I know like Jack was not computer literate, so like he'd be like, oh my god, He'd like a bit of paper in front of him.
He would never send that back.
He'd never read it. I'd sit there and read it for
That's
him.
what I mean. So
But
what's the
I
point?
like keeping invites. I don't know what it is. I like keeping invites.
Have you got my save the date?
Yes. That's
Thanks.
why I knew exactly what it was. It's in my
Oh.
office still.
Is it? Cute. You're adorable. Just want a picture of me and Brian.
Yeah.
I can send you some more. Don't wink at me. Okay, so you want, and do you want it, because the problem with, I picture those old style invitations
No, but they're not. You can do some really cool
with the
ones.
the ribbon and the pearl that joins it.
No, thank you.
I do like a good wax seal.
Yeah, but you know what bothers me? I like them to be round.
Have you ever made a wax seal?
Yeah, I know, but this is where you get them on Etsy. They've got
No,
the glue
I
dots
like
on the
it.
back.
I like when they're a
And-
bit rustic.
No, I like a solid
Do
round
you?
one. Yeah,
I quite enjoyed making mine. It's quite therapeutic.
yeah, not for me. I'm not DIY at all.
I mean, it's hardly DIY.
Making a wax seal's DIY.
No, you heat up the wax, pour it on, and put the stamp
Too
on
much.
it.
I like a circle. Stresses me out.
I do. The only thing I do, which is I bought my wax seal stamp. I made a personalised one, and I put finally, and then I put some little stars because it was meant to be celestial. Whereas I wish
This
I'd
is what I
waited.
mean. This is
yeah, but then nobody. It was one of those touches that I knew about,
Yeah.
and therefore people didn't really know. But I wish I'd waited until I knew my wedding logo, and then I would use that on the wax seal.
You could have put some little bunnies in or something.
Bunnies.
Bunny tails.
Oh, sorry. You need to be more specific when you say that.
Oh
It's not an Easter wedding.
no.
I did try some with flowers and some without, and they looked better without. But yeah, I wish I knew more about my wedding when I sent the invites.
Yeah.
But you can't. Sometimes you just don't know.
Yeah.
But you know, YOLO. Do you think the invite should match all of the stationery at the wedding?
I'd try, but if it's not the end of the world.
Okay, so like,
If you know your theme,
theme.
you know the vibe.
Oh no, you said theme. I heard it.
But I think colour theme is okay.
Yeah,
Colour scheme.
it's okay to say you like the word theme.
No, I don't fucking hate it.
Wow.
Yeah, if you can, then yeah. If not, no one's gonna remember it.
I agree. I think all of these things that people worry about, only you know.
Yeah.
Realistically, only you know. Nobody
Agree.
else sits and goes, save the date was a different colour.
So tell me more about the website.
So we used the knot.
Like, does it take long? Does it
No.
work? Is it stressful?
Literally. The honestly goes back to the first bit of advice, but having some engagement photos is really helpful because then it kind of pre-themes your page because all the photos match. I can say the word theme without you retching. But it like all of the pictures are the same.
Yeah.
So it looked really cute. So we had, what did we have? We had like a little homepage which had a countdown on, had the venue.
Oh, cute. I like the
Yeah,
countdown.
this was very sweet. We had a nice picture of us, countdown. The only reason I went for the knot is because so you get different themes on each website. It actually is themes as well. They're called themes. So it's like the colours or the like, there might be stars or flowers
Yeah.
or whatever. So the reason I picked the knot is because it had like quite a neutral theme. So I liked that one. Whereas you've got With Joy, Happy Couple. I hate the name of that, but it is quite a good website.
But what I like about it is that people put all their dietaries in. It just goes to a spreadsheet.
Yeah, and then I download it, and then it's all there ready.
Yep.
Literally best thing ever. This is I didn't want to have to deal with loads of posts coming through.
And stamps.
Yeah. I did. Oh my god, I didn't put that into the budget either. I didn't tell Brian about that one. The cost of stamps these days. We hand delivered most of ours. I was like, I ain't paying £1.50 for a stamp.
Yep.
And then if you do send out, do you have to put a stamp for them to send it back?
No.
They won't send it back.
Is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but then you don't know if they're coming.
RSVP dates.
No, hold on. We'll do a website and then we'll
Hurry
go to
up
that.
then.
I'm trying. Welcome page. Then we had a page on meet the team. Like
About us. If you don't know us and you're coming to our wedding.
I think I
There's
put
nothing
that.
about-
I think I put a picture of me and Brian and I was like, if you don't know us, you probably shouldn't be here. And then we did Isle of Flat, Maid of Honor, blah, blah, blah. Like put pictures of each of the person, put a little funny spiel.
Yeah.
Because again, people don't actually really care. So write something funny.
Yep.
So that it's a bit more like fun to read. Then we had accommodation.
Yep.
Links to the accommodation, and it said on there like rough pricing, and it said please book now, and then hopefully people will do it. We had a page on that page it also said if you stay at any of these hotels, transport will be provided for you. We had a frequently asked questions page, which is probably the best page you can put on a website. Don't wear white. Should I put on my website? Sorry, so I had our home, I had our story, that's the one I forgot, and it's got a little timeline of me and Brian, and then little pictures of all those things. So we've got like when we first met, Grand Canyon, having Isla, buying our first house, proposal, blah, blah, blah. And I put them all in black and white so they'd match. Because they didn't go with the engagement shoot I had. Then I had the plan, which had the timings
Mm-hmm.
and some more key photos. Then we had the venue, so that people could find it. Little how to find. There's lots of car parking on site. You're welcome to leave your car overnight. Blah blah blah. Accommodation, which then linked to all the different ones with a rough price. Meet the wedding party, which was all the people. And then on the frequently asked questions, we had food. So I'm going to read these out because people ask me these quite a lot actually. So food, I've put, we've got you covered. Don't worry. Food will start from 2:30. So make sure you've had a good breakfast. All we need to know is if you have any dietary requirements in your RSVPs. Drinks. There will be free drinks throughout the day and evening. So please let us know your drink of choice. Boom, done. Dress code. As long as it's not white, I don't mind. It is New Year's Eve, so please feel free to dress up smart. Don't forget to bring something warm. Done. Tick. Gifts. You're traveling to spend the day is plenty enough for us, but if you wish to give a gift as well, a cash gift to put towards our honeymoon would be greatly appreciated.
I thought you would have done a poem.
No, I was over them by that point. Children. Yeah. As much as we love your wonderful children, we have decided to invite family or bridal party children only. Enjoy a night off.
Nice.
Boom. And then the RSVP. So we asked people for their names, their email address, their dietary requirements. Don't forget you need both persons' options for dietary requirements. Drink of choice, just so that we could do our bar because we were buying all the booze. And do they need a spot on the bus?
Was there anything like that someone sent back about the drink that you were like,
No, not really. Just some like out there cocktails, but then we still just got the stuff for it. It was quite handy asking people what they want to drink, but I guess you don't need it if you're not buying all your own drink for a bar. So otherwise you give people too much choice.
For sure.
And we don't really want to do that if you're not providing it. What was your question before? When do you have to send back stuff?
Yeah, so we need things back 3 months prior.
You do?
Yep.
That's really excessive, that.
It's what it is. That's in my contract. That's what you sign. Do you know why?
Why?
Because, for example, if anyone steals my cutlery, loses anything, it gives me enough time to restock anything for numbers. And people are like, oh, it's 3 months, things could change. I don't care. Do you know why? Because I promise that I'm going to deliver you something.
Fair.
I know what works on our timescales.
Fair.
So that's how we work. Our processes work like that. We have to book vans in, we book staff in, we book... Like, everything. It has to get booked in 3 months prior. And 9 times out of 10, you don't give it me 3 months prior. So then we push to 2 months prior. And that's my absolute limit.
Okay, so 2 months.
No, 3. 3.
No, but I would probably say that food and stuff like that is 2 months. So in my head, I would be aiming towards 2 months prior. However, I would still ask for everyone to have RSVP'd by 3 months, because actually that gives you time to chase people.
But
if I'm booking styling, I would just go for the higher number.
But it's like, how many soup spoons do you need? How many this do you need?
Yeah, but you just book for, if you really don't know, you just book the worst option. And unfortunately, you pay, it's not going to be a huge amount more, because hopefully it'll only be like 10 people. Yeah. But at least you've covered them.
But it's tough because people don't get it. But it's like there is so much back of house that we have to do, that we have to like, like, to get it seamless.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. So let's say that all RSVPs need to be back 3 months before a wedding.
I'd say 4, but whatever.
Yeah. This is the problem. I can't remember what we put. We didn't put one, and actually that was a mistake. Because I sent out a
when
year
do
before.
Venues need it? When I used to work at venues, it was like 12 weeks.
12 weeks?
12 weeks.
All right. What's 12 weeks? 3 months?
3 months.
Yeah, so 3 months is the like golden aim for that. You should know your guests by 3 months before. But there are always some people where you're like, I think they're coming. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They don't know. They might be doing X, Y, Z. And you're like, oh.
Yeah. Because you need to do like table plans. Like design proofs needs to go off. You need to get that printed. Like, you don't want to be getting that a week before.
But I did a podcast. No, I didn't. I did a TikTok on it the other day. Dropouts every single wedding. So please don't be disheartened. Your table plan will change. Your like everything. I promise
Sometimes
you,
you've got to
everything
swap
will change.
people in with a different name.
Yeah. Just make do with what you got to do. It really won't matter. Nobody cares.
People always say order more invites.
Why? In case you meet people. I ordered extra invites just in case we made any new friends. I didn't give them out.
So, other things to think about with your stationery.
Do you stationery or invites?
Invites.
Okay. Oh, that's a whole other topic, that mate.
Sorry. Do you want them in your flat lay?
Yeah. I do think if you can remember to bring one, bring one.
because they always look good in a flat lay.
Yeah, agreed.
So have a few spare.
Yeah.
You're probably going to want to keep one for like a memory box.
Oh, I definitely have. I over-ordered so we could keep some in my bullet journal.
So yeah, over order.
Yeah. And don't forget that you're sending per household. If you're having 100 guests, you don't need 100 invites. You probably need 60. Yeah, for the single people and to keep your own.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you've got loads of kids coming, then you might need 40.
Yeah, maybe.
Nice. But remember to put people's names on it, otherwise you'll end up with the whole family. We had someone chat in the group chat, didn't we, about somebody who had to bring their mum. What was it they had to bring their mum because it was their turn to look after her or something? And they were like, so we'll have to bring Judy. And they were like, no.
What do you mean?
Can you remember in the group chat when they were like, oh, he said he's going to have to bring his mum with him, so can he have a +1? And she was like, no.
I don't remember that.
Do you not?
No.
What? And then we were like, oh, you have to just put her in the room. How do you feel about people declining the invite?
Bit tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if it's for a legitimate reason.
Yeah, but
what's
legit?
a legitimate? Yeah. So a lot of people, which are actually talking about it in our group chat at the moment, are new mums who are breastfeeding and things like that. So you had a really good tip the other day.
I did have a really good tip. My tip would be, because typically when people are getting married, other people are having children and around that time, I would try and find, because as a bride, it's annoying if there's a guest who's like, I might not be able to come because I might be breastfeeding. You're like, come on, your kid's like 4 weeks old. It's not, remember we talked about them being fresh out the womb. Like, yeah. It's sturdier now. I would see if there's a family member who can come along, book some accommodation at that hotel, and have the family member in there and ask them just very kindly, can you look after Dave at the venue? And then you can pop out at appropriate times and feed, or check on them. Or like having a first child is very like, oh my God, are they okay? What are they doing? You know, like you don't watch Friends, for fuck's sake. For all the rest of you in Friends, when she's like, Judy dropped her sock. You won't get it. Like that, but you don't want that to be happening at a wedding.
Yeah.
But you want them to be nearby so that you can then get them. But what do you call new? I just have issues with people that are like, oh, if I'm not around my child, I'm not going to be able to come.
Well, that's fine then.
I know, but it is still annoying.
Yeah, but you're going to be pregnant 9 months before, at least.
What?
You'll know when you're going to give birth.
Yeah. I just think have a night.
Yeah, but not everyone's like that, are they?
No. Okay, fine.
Any other legitimate reasons?
We had some people that were just like, they got plans for New Year's Eve. And I'm like,
I bet, like, what plans top a wedding?
But they were thinking they were evening people.
Fair. That makes sense.
Yeah, okay. How do you feel about people not RSVPing?
It's going to happen. People forget.
Nah, it doesn't.
Busy.
No, I totally disagree. It's
busy.
Totally unacceptable.
Yeah, I agree. It's totally unacceptable. I'm one of those people.
What, you wouldn't RSVP to a wedding?
I forget.
What do you mean you forget? Are you going or not?
Yeah.
You can't just go. You don't just go. No, you're not busy. If you've got enough time to open it, you've got enough time to reply. It depends.
If it's a website, 100% RSVPing. If it's a letter, it's a bit tougher.
You're terrible.
Brian, shut your mouth.
I had to RSVP. I'm 96% sure
Brian
I
wants to be on the
RSVP'd
podcast again,
I know.
outing me.
Story of my life. No.
No, I think I did.
I don't think you did.
I didn't book my accommodation.
Yeah, you didn't RSVP.
I swear I did on the save the
actually,
date.
The title of the episode is I didn't. I'm that guest.
Oh.
I RSVP'd for you. We were sat somewhere doing something, and I was like, I'll just do it for you.
Oh. Yeah, well, I just thought I'd be coming.
Like I can see why you thought you'd get away with it for our wedding, because I was hoping you were there because you were decorating it. But I need dietary requirements, hun. I need to know that you like
if I had
pink
anything,
gin.
yeah, but then you knew that.
No, but I've still got to put it in the spreadsheet. It's got to go through the website.
No, I agree. I 100% agree. That was my bad. It's poor behaviour from me. Literally awful behaviour. Like, even Jack was like, I don't need to RSVP to my brother's wedding. I was like, yes, you do.
Please.
He's like, I'm the best man. I was like, do it. And then when he asked them, they were like, no. And I was like, great, my whole point is ruined.
Oh.
Yeah.
If they've got a website, though, because I need it, because I downloaded the website sheet close to the wedding, and I would forget to add you back. Like, I'd know you were coming, but then when you start printing everything, you'd be like, oh shit.
I agree. Oh, my bad.
It's
rude. I get it.
It is rude. That is what it is. Not you. I'm not talking to you anymore.
No, I get it, because you put all this effort in,
and you can't even be asked to,
like,
We definitely had people that didn't RSVP.
What were their reasons? Apart from me, obviously.
RSVP.
Oh,
I
they
haven't
just didn't
spoken to
come.
them. I haven't spoken to them.
Who?
Evening guests. You won't know who they are.
Yeah, but who are they in comparison to you?
Just friends. Evening guest friends.
And obviously not very good friends.
Well, yeah, evening guest friends.
Bitches from a bride.
Go on.
So I got to remember this because
I was going to say, you're not reading it off anything.
No, but someone told me about it the other day.
All right.
So she invited someone to their wedding.
Yeah.
And a +1.
Just a random +1.
Their girlfriend.
Oh, sorry. Right. Yeah.
Now they've split up, and he's got a new girlfriend.
No, you don't get to bring that one. So you want to bring that one?
He wants to bring the new girlfriend.
Oh.
But she's still like not like best mates with the other girl, but like like.
Was the other girl coming though?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, you know, when you go on holiday, you book a holiday with your ex or whatever, and you take the new.
I can't say I've ever been in that situation, Beth.
No, neither have I, but
how do I feel about that? I don't think I would mind. Would you mind?
Would you mind if I split up with Jack and bought a random?
Yeah, probably be better than Jack. Jokes, Jack, if you ever listen to this. Yeah, but it depends how close to the wedding it was.
Yeah.
Because I'd be more annoyed that you'd get rid of somebody.
I wouldn't want a random at my wedding that I didn't know.
Yeah, but why? I know this is going to be a controversial thing, but why?
Because I don't know, and why am I paying
but
for you
why
to be
do
here?
you want...
Because they don't know that my numbers might be so tight.
Let's assume they're not. Let's just assume it's just you can have as many people as you want. You are paying for it.
No, I don't want them there. It's a special, intimate day. I don't want randoms there.
The person who's coming is now going to be on their own.
So?
Yeah, but or do you want them to have a nice time?
Yeah, but they still be with people they know.
Or with partners. Do you know what I mean? This is just my playing devil's advocate.
I get it, but I just think
it's going to cost you an extra £100?
Yeah, but I don't want randoms at my wedding.
Why?
Because I feel like it's a special...
I'm not saying they should be in your group photos, but why?
Hiya, nice to meet you.
Yeah, what's the issue?
I don't want to meet someone at my wedding day. That's fucking weird.
It definitely happens with evening people. I've definitely heard people meet people at weddings.
I think work friends do a lot of the evening.
Yeah, definitely. But like, do you know what I mean? What's the real issue here?
I don't want randoms at my wedding.
Is that the actual issue?
Yeah.
So why do you have suppliers at your wedding?
What do you mean?
Why are there suppliers at your wedding? Why are you having a photographer that you've never met?
Well, I have met my photographer.
No, it was theoretically.
Because that's...
No, but do you know what I mean? See what I mean?
Completely different ball game.
Yeah, I don't. If you're having 30 people, I get it. If you're having 120 people,
no.
What's one?
Disagree. Thanks for your advice. Not welcome.
I'm going to put it there and leave it there.
I'm going to listen to it, but I'm going to do nothing with it.
I can see why you wouldn't want somebody there.
I personally think as well, because like, again, your wedding was so like personal, like every touch. Like, what would you write on your little...
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you on your little letter.
Yeah, I mean, mine wasn't 120 people. That's what. So I just think if you're in a big wedding, or my go-to tip of the year, evening invite. But and then you're compromising.
Do both of them at the evening invite?
Oh,
then I think that's even awkward. You can't uninvite someone.
Who are you uninviting? The mate, the girlfriend?
No, the
partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they said they were now friends. It's like when you split up and you have to pick who gets who's friends.
Yeah. Tough.
Oh, I don't know. I just think sometimes you have to stop and think, what's the actual issue?
I just think, no, our numbers are tight. We'd rather people.
Yeah, but they're not numbers are tight. You can't lie.
Yeah, but if they are.
Yeah, but the numbers weren't tight because you were inviting somebody anyway.
Yeah, but you're inviting somebody you know. But
so the numbers aren't tight.
That person could have been knocked off for someone else that you were closer to. That's my argument.
I would just say, I'm sorry, I don't want anybody that I haven't met at the wedding. That's fine.
All right, fair.
No, okay.
And then they're like, should we meet up for a drink?
Okay, fine. Tip jar.
Ooh.
You still haven't found my tip jar.
Nope.
Have you actually got rid of it because you don't like it?
Maybe.
Have you? Is it not? You can get your own. Like,
no one commented on my ASMR, so it's all gone.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you need to get rid of my tip jar. Anyway, tip. Ready? This is one for you. Tablecloths. Tell me everything about tablecloths.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I want 3 tips for perfect tablecloths.
Check the sizes of your tables.
Ooh.
Because what you'll find is some venues will have like 5'5", 6 foot, and they'll get the same linen for each tablecloth.
Preach.
So the 6 foot tables have got a
nice little gap.
Annoying.
Fair.
Diamonds on tablecloths. Said it before, I'll say it again. Your top table doesn't need a diamond. We're not in the 90s.
Okay, fair.
Steaming tablecloths, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, but who's supposed to be steaming them?
Venue.
What if they say we don't steam the tablecloth? They come out as they come out.
I think you get a better venue. I think it's poor though. You're charging them for that.
Right,
You're charging them for that.
Yeah.
What else? I love a coloured or a textured tablecloth.
I love coloured tablecloths. They look
the bomb.
They look expensive.
It just transforms your room
Agreed.
very, very, very quickly.
Agreed. Somebody messaged me the other day actually about marquee styling.
Yeah.
And I was like, coloured tablecloths.
Oh, my new rule, barn wedding styling, don't use white tablecloths.
Yeah.
We did stone last week.
Yeah.
And the venue had put some white ones on for the registrars, and we took like it literally like looking at the two rooms, I was like,
mine was stone, weren't they?
Yeah, I knew I knew it was a vibe, but I didn't realise how much of a vibe it was.
Agreed.
Or you could do a coloured like a sage or something like that. But because the room is so beige and brown, a white stark tablecloth, unless you're trying to do like a luxe wedding in a barn.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved our coloured tablecloths. It just touched a little different.
It just hits different, but it's not something that the guests are going to be like, oh my god,
the tablecloths.
The tablecloths. It's the overall aesthetic. Be like, oh well, this room looks beautiful.
I agree. Are coloured tablecloths that much more than white?
Not from us. We charge the same.
So, but I guess it would be if they get white tablecloths included in their venue, you're then paying out for something.
But I'd always ask.
Worth the money?
I'd ask and say, I don't need the tablecloths. You're hiring them.
Welcome.
You're hiring them in though, like from an external supplier. So you technically
take some money off.
Take some money off.
Yeah. Are they worth the money?
100%.
Okay. All right. Any more tips for tablecloths?
Don't draw on them.
Yeah.
Because Georgie had an argument with me the other day.
Why did I?
A couple of episodes ago, probably like 10 episodes ago,
what
actually.
What are you talking about?
And she was like, people don't draw on tablecloths. And then she did a wedding with my tablecloths, and she was like, guess what?
You're literally lying. I never said that.
Someone drew on your tablecloth.
Mate, you're gaslighting me right now. I will go back and get what did you... So the other day, do you remember the other day when we all had an argument and I said that something was said in the podcast and you were all like, no, it wasn't, blah, blah. And I got in the car after with Brian and I played it and I was like, you were all gaslighting me and making me look crazy.
Sorry, Harrison.
Crazy. You're making me look crazy.
Bronte.
And that's what happened. So you can all get fucked. Anyway, what I was saying is I agree. People always draw on tablecloths. They always get drawn on and they always get wax on. So my tip for tablecloths would be to make sure you've got spare cloths. You know when sometimes they're like, oh, we're going to use the top table as the dessert bar. Cool. Yeah. You might need different tablecloths because some idiot's going to drop a glass of wine on that. For sure. And then it just looks a bit gross.
No, I agree. The state our tablecloths come back in.
Yeah. And if you really, really want, if you really got some spare budget and you really want to upgrade it, get new tablecloths for the evening. Because when people walk back into that room, looks good. Even if it's just a couple to then replace the ones of morons.
It's the easiest way. Like, you know, we were saying about chair drapes before. Yeah. Tablecloths over chair drapes all 100%.
Day. Tablecloths or coloured napkins.
Depends what vibe.
No, you got to have one or the other.
Depends what vibe.
No, you got to have one or the other.
Depends
you
what
can
vibe.
only offer one thing to people. Is it
napkins?
Napkins. Okay, thank you. All right, thanks.
Because I think it's quite bold to have like some colours as a tablecloth, whereas sometimes you need to bring colour in.
Like a navy tablecloth, I'm not sure how I feel about. Whereas navy napkins, vibe. Done. You heard it here first. Go and get some coloured. You're going to get an influx of inquiries for coloured tablecloths now.
The girls that do our steaming
are going to hate you.
They're going to hate me.
Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure you go and follow our TikTok, follow our Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube, leave us a review, Apple Podcast something, do something else.
And enjoy the rest of your week.
Yeah, have a lovely Thursday onwards, nice weekend, all of that jazz.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.